Top of the morning to ya laddies. My name is Speedy and welcome back to the channel. Today we're strapping in, putting the pedal to the absolute metal, and blasting off into the future of racing games. I am so pumped for this one. We're going to be counting down the most anticipated, the most hyped up, the most absolutely insane-looking racing games that are set to tear up the tarmac in 2025 and 2026. This isn't just about pretty graphics, oh no, we're diving deep into what makes each of these upcoming behemoths tick. We're talking about the revolutionary new features, the game-changing mechanics, and the sheer passion from the developers that has the entire gaming community buzzing with excitement. From hyper-realistic simulators that will make you feel every single bump in the road, to adrenaline-fueled street racers that bring back that classic arcade chaos we all know and love. I've scoured the forums, I've watched the trailers until my eyes bled, and I've put together a list of the absolute must-watch titles that are going to define the next generation of racing. So get your racing gloves on, maybe grab a snack, you're gonna need the energy, because this is going to be one hell of a ride. We're going to break down exactly what makes each game special, why the hype trains are completely off the rails, and which one might just become your next obsession. Are you ready? Because I'm absolutely vibrating with excitement. Let's do this! Let's get into the countdown! Kicking off our list at number 5, we have a titan of the track, a real heavyweight champion of the racing world, Forza Motorsport 9. Now the Forza series has always been a looker, right? Like stunningly gorgeous. But the whispers and rumors swirling around this next installment are on another level entirely. We're talking about a completely new, built from the ground up next-generation graphics engine that insiders are saying will blur the line between game and reality. Imagine seeing individual raindrops bead up and streak across your windshield with perfect physics, or the sun glinting off the chrome of your rival's car so realistically, you have to squint. That's the level of detail we're supposedly getting. It's not just an upgrade, it's a whole new dimension of visual fidelity, and my eyeballs are not ready. But it's not just about being a pretty face. The real meat and potatoes, the thing that has the Forza community absolutely losing their minds, is the rumored expansion of its open-world features. Think about the freedom of Forza Horizon, but with the pinpoint precision and simulation focus of motorsport. The leaks suggest massive, sprawling environments that aren't just for show. We're talking dynamic, living cities and countryside tracks that evolve. Imagine starting a race in a bustling downtown area, weaving through traffic and then seamlessly transitioning to a winding mountain pass as the sun sets. The potential for emergent, unscripted racing moments is absolutely through the roof. It's the best of both worlds. And fans are buzzing because this could be the definitive Forza experience we've all been dreaming of. This is the kind of ambition that gets me so excited about the future of gaming. Turn 10 Studios isn't just resting on their laurels, they're trying to push the entire genre forward. The combination of a photorealistic world and the freedom to explore it how you want is a recipe for something truly special. If even half of these rumors turn out to be true, Forza Motorsport 9 isn't just going to be a game you play, it's going to be a world you live in, a world filled with the smell of burning rubber and the roar of finely tuned engines. The hype is real, and it is absolutely justified. Coming in at number 4, we have the other undisputed king of the simulation circuit, Gran Turismo 8. If Forza is the passionate wild artist, then Gran Turismo is the meticulous, obsessive scientist. And I mean that in the best way possible. Polyphony Digital is known for its relentless pursuit of realism. And with GT8, they're apparently looking to achieve a level of simulation that is, frankly, terrifying. We're not just talking about cars that look real, we're talking about cars that real. The whispers from the inner circles talk about a physics model so advanced, it accounts for tire pressure changes in real time based on temperature, and even the subtle flex of the chassis as you corner. It's the kind of detail that only the most hardcore fans would notice, but it creates an experience that feels authentic on a subconscious level. The big, headline-grabbing feature that everyone is talking about, though, is the brand new, fully dynamic weather system. And I don't just mean it starts raining halfway through a race, oh no, that's child's play. We're talking about a system that simulates entire weather fronts moving across the map. You could be starting a 24-hour Le Mans endurance race under clear blue skies, only to see storm clouds gathering on the horizon. The system will apparently simulate puddles forming in the most realistic places on the track, affecting your grip and forcing you to change your racing line, lap after lap. It will be a strategic, ever-changing puzzle that you have to solve at 200 miles per hour. It's no longer just about being the fastest driver. It's about being the smartest. This is what makes Gran Turismo so special. It's a love letter to automotive culture and the art of driving. The developers aren't just making a game, they're creating a digital museum, a driving encyclopedia, and the most advanced simulator they possibly can. The leap in realism promised by GT8, especially with this revolutionary weather system, isn't just an iteration, it's a fundamental change to how we will approach racing. It promises to be challenging, punishing, and incredibly rewarding. For the purists, for the people who live and breathe motorsport, Gran Turismo 8 is shaping up to be the holy grail. Alright, let's shift gears. At number 3, we're leaving the pristine circuits and sterile paddocks behind and diving headfirst into the grimy, neon-soaked underworld with Need for Speed Reborn. Yes! Just the name gives me chills. For years, longtime fans of the series, myself included, have been crying out for a return to the golden era. We're talking about the days of Underground and Most Wanted, the illegal street races, the intense cop chases, the deep, almost ridiculously over-the-top car customization. And it looks like finally EA is listening. The Reborn subtitle isn't just for show, this is being billed as a complete and total franchise reboot. They're wiping the slate clean and going back to what made us fall in love with Need for Speed in the first place. The hype around this one is pure, uncut nostalgia, and it is powerful. The developers have been dropping hints about a narrative-driven campaign centered around building your reputation from a nobody to a street racing legend. Imagine it, starting with a beat-up hand-me-down car and grinding your way through the underground scene, earning cash, unlocking parts, and building the ultimate personalized street machine. The focus is back on that sense of progression and personal expression. We're talking massive spoilers, ridiculous body kits, neon underglow, and vinyls that would make your mother weep. It's the glorious, unapologetic tuner culture that defined a generation of racing games, and it's coming back in full force. This is the game that so many of us have been waiting for. While the hyper-realism of Forza and Gran Turismo is incredible, sometimes you just want to cause some chaos. You want to slam the nitrous button, defy the laws of physics, and send a dozen police cars flying into a donut shop. Need for Speed Reborn promises to deliver that raw, arcadey, adrenaline-fueled fun that has been missing for far too long. The return to its roots, the focus on street culture, and the promise of epic police chases have the old-school fans absolutely electrified. This isn't just a game, it's a homecoming. Crashing into our number 2 spot with the screech of high-performance tires is F1 2026. Now the annual F1 games from Codemasters are always top tier, but 2026 is a special year. This isn't just another yearly update, this is the game that will coincide with the massive regulation changes in the real sport of Formula 1, and that means the game is getting a fundamental overhaul. The cars are going to be completely different, smaller, nimbler, and with a radical new power unit. This means the developers have to rebuild the physics and handling model from the ground up, which is a monumental task, but it also presents a massive opportunity for innovation. It's a fresh start for everyone. The excitement is twofold. First, for the hardcore F1 fans, this is a chance to experience the next era of Formula 1 cars before anyone else. We'll get to see the updated rosters, the new liveries, and race on any brand new tracks that get added to the calendar. It's the ultimate sneak peek into the future of the sport. But the biggest buzz is around the introduction of new hybrid racing modes. The 2026 regulations put a huge emphasis on electric power and sustainable fuels, and the game is set to reflect that with deeper strategic elements. Imagine having to manage not just your fuel and tires, but also your car's electrical energy deployment in a much more complex and engaging way. Think of it as adding a whole new layer of high-speed chess to every single race. It's this blend of authenticity and innovation that has the community so hyped. Codemasters has a chance here to not only simulate the new regulations, but to gamify them in a way that's both accessible for newcomers and deeply strategic for veterans. Will you go for an aggressive burn strategy on your ERS for an early lead, or conserve it for a dramatic last-lap overtake? These are the kinds of decisions that will separate the good drivers from the great ones. F1 2026 isn't just keeping pace with the sport, it's poised to deliver the most dynamic and strategically deep representation of Formula 1 we have ever seen. And here we are, at the number 1 spot on our list. The most anticipated racing game on the horizon, the one that has me personally bouncing in my chair, is Project Cars Evolution. This one feels different. The Project Cars series has always had a unique identity, built on a foundation of community feedback and a promise of being the most authentic racing simulator possible. After a bit of a hiatus, it seems Slightly Mad Studios is taking that philosophy to the absolute extreme with Evolution, and the concepts they're teasing are mind-blowing. The core of the hype stems from a completely new, ground-up physics engine that they are developing in tandem with actual race car engineers and professional drivers. They're not just trying to make it real, they're trying to make it real. We're talking about a simulation so deep that it models things like chassis flex and individual component temperatures affecting performance. But here's the kicker, and the reason it's number one. The community-driven features are getting a massive upgrade. The developers are promising unprecedented access for the community to help shape the game. This includes voting on which new cars and tracks get added post-launch, and even a community tuning feature where the best fan-made car setups can be shared and officially integrated into the game for everyone to use. It's a truly collaborative approach to game development that we rarely see on this scale. This is what gaming is all about. It's about breaking down the wall between the creators and the players. Project Cars. Evolution is positioning itself not just as a product you buy, but as a platform you are a part of. A living, breathing, evolving racing ecosystem. The promise of an ultra-realistic physics engine combined with this deep, meaningful community integration is a revolutionary idea. It's ambitious, it's risky, and it's exactly the kind of passion project that could change the genre forever. That is why Project Cars Evolution is my most anticipated racing game of the next few years. It's a game built by racers for racers with racers. And that is a wrap. Phew, what a lineup! My heart is pounding just thinking about all the incredible racing experiences headed our way in 2025 and 2026. From the photorealistic beauty of Forza Motorsport 9, to the meticulous simulation of Gran Turismo 8, the nostalgic chaos of Need for Speed Reborn, the strategic depth of F1 2026, and the community-driven revolution of Project Cars Evolution. The future of racing games looks faster, smarter, and more exciting than ever before. I honestly don't know how I'm going to find the time to play all of them, but you can bet your ass I'm gonna try. But now I want to hear from all of you. This is the most important part. What do you think? Did I miss a game you're hyped for? Which one of these titles is at the top of your personal most wanted list? Are you a simulation purist dying for GT8's realism? Or are you ready to cause mayhem in the streets with NFS Reborn? Get down into those comments and let me know. I want to read every single one. Let's get a real discussion going because your hype fuels my hype. Thank you all so much for watching and coming on this high-speed journey with me today. It really does mean the world. If you had fun and you want to see more countdowns, reviews, and chaotic gameplay, then be sure to punch that subscribe button right in the face. High fives all around, and ring that little notification bell so you never miss a video. But for now, thank you again, and I will see all you dudes in the next video.